Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. So in 2016, I started my YouTube video, and today is my 200th video. My very first video was a shop tour. To celebrate 200 videos, I'm doing a shop tour. Quite a few people have asked me to do this, and I thought, well, it's long overdue. So here we go. We're starting out the front right of my shop. And here's my latest tool, One Infinity CNC router. I made quite a few videos and quite a few accessories. Everything you see here that is orange is something that I 3D printed. Next is my boiler, stainless steel burner, in-floor heating. In winter, the shop is 60 degrees. So next to the boiler is my wood rack, and this I got off of Craigslist, not with the wood of course, and it was just a retail rack, and I turned it into a wood rack. I got a bunch of used flooring from a friend. Continue along, just some more wood storage. Next to the wood rack is my belt grinder. This here is shop built, and boy, it really works great. Continuing along is a buffer down here, bench grinder, drill press, and all my abrasives for my belt grinder. So here's my Delta drill press. It's a bench model on a shop-built cart with wheels. So we go from the drill press. All my drilling accessories, tapping accessories are on the wall right here, right by my lathe. And here on the wall, I have more drilling accessories. And that's because here's my Bridgeport CNC mill with a controller. Moving around the corner, so kind of tucked away behind the Bridgeport mill is a stock rack and all my cat litter buckets. And that's all scrap material waiting to go to the scrapyard. I call this little corner my CAD station and my 3D printer. One of the most used machines in the shop. We back out from there. This toolbox has a lot of tooling, parallels, stuff used on the mill and the lathe. And then we go around a corner. Here's my welding booth with die grinder accessories on one side, clamping accessories on the opposite side, with my table in the middle. And mocked up on my table is a future project, the bicycle repair stand part 2, my Miller welder, and in the tube is TIG welding rod. This wall here is opposite of my 3D printer, and you can see all the tool holders I have made to hold various micrometers, calipers, scissors, scribes, indicators, a lighter, punches, and every conceivable type of tool. And next to that, with the red 3D printed parts, is my tooling for my lathe. So how this works, anything that is red is a cutting tool that can cut you, and it's red for blood. And orange is inspection tools, micrometers, and such. And anything blue, I call a shop helper. It just makes it easier to find it when you want to put something away. From our fireproof cabinet, we move over here. These are 2 doors that go upstairs for more storage. Around the corner, I call my kitchenette. I got a refrigerator, microwave, and a pizza oven. And I got my lunch out here, banana and a bagel. The pizza oven is really nice for toasting bagels, reheating food, and of course making pizza. In front of that, I have what I call my fabrication table. It's a steel table. And right now, as any flat surface in any shop just collects projects. I have a new vise here that I'm going to install here. That's going to be a future video. And with Christmas right around the corner, I'm in full elf mode, making Christmas gifts. This press here was a project when I was an apprentice, and I want to clean it up and maybe get it powder coated this year. On the end of my bench, I have a compact bender for bending various metal pieces. You've seen it in some of my videos. Here's an example of what that can do. So behind the fab table is various motorcycle parts and projects, again in various stages. On my slot wall, I have tools, custom holders. This is electrical and plumbing tools in this area, clamping on the end. On the top, I have jars with electrical and plumbing parts and a bunch of more stuff. Here in the center is my entertainment center. On the top, I got a subwoofer, a TV, which I really don't use. The stereo receiver I use all the time. Both of these were donated. And down here, I have hardware cases with various hardware that can be removed from the bin, that can be removed and taken anywhere in the shop. I have another piece of slot wall over here with wrenches, more fasteners on top. So all my wrenches are here, metric on the left side, English on the right, and drivers in the middle with screwdrivers, pliers, hammers all around. More parts and hardware, things I have taken apart. This toolbox I'm working on eliminating by making boards that hold all my tools on the outside. Right now, it's just a catch-all. Future projects. I have a lot of future projects. So this table here is made from a bowling alley with angle iron. The bowling alley table was donated. And this is MKE Gadget Central. This is where I shoot most of my videos, my intro and my outro. I have 3 donated office chairs that were donated by my doctor. He consolidated his office and gave me the chairs. Here's my iPad where I do most of my video editing. And there is a screenshot of my first video. I'll put a link down below so you can watch my first video and my 200 video, and you can see how much has changed in the shop. Another rack with more hardware. This is some donated sheet goods that I have here, future projects. This is the back side of my weld shop here. You can see the diamond plate. Got my shop back here and clamps. Now we move over to my wood shop. This is my chop saw. The shroud is made in cardboard. That's just a prototype. I'm gonna make it out of plywood, and I'm gonna make a new table for it out of steel. I got 5-gallon buckets below that just hold those scrap pieces of wood until I take them out to the wood pile. Here's my saw stop table with various projects on the top. Again, I'm in full elf mode with Christmas right around the corner. Saw stops are very nice tools. I recommend getting one. My outfeed table is old kitchen countertop, which is going to be turned into a router table at one time. I have to make a frame for that. Moving around the corner, here's a recent acquisition, a Festool sander and a 3D printer holder. Fits in there real nice. My DeWalt wood planer, and on top is Powermatic fan, and this gets all the fine particles out of the air. And again, more elf parts for Christmas. Now this is my home-built dust collector system. This jug here is a used fermenter for homebrew. Holding this hose onto the plywood here, and the exit are 2 juice bottles. They're round, 4-inch diameter, work perfect. And this is my separator. Separates most of the dust before it goes into the filter. So back here, what looks like a nightmare is actually blast gates that are electronically controlled. When I turn on any of my tools, it opens the appropriate blast gate and turns on my vac system. And when you turn off the power, the vac system runs for 10 seconds to clear out any dust in the tubes. Works quite well. This was a donated import dust collecting system, which I took apart and revamped. And this filter here, I got off of Craigslist for $25. It was brand new, and it was used by a company that refurbishes cement laying equipment. And they took it off to refurbish the machine, and the guy sold it to me for $25. Now, if you know anything about filters, that's a $200-300 filter. Here's another shot of my plumbing mess here. It looks like a mess, but boy, sure works like a charm. And on the inside of the door is my sticker collection, and they're all on magnets. So whenever I would sell a shop, I can easily remove them, and it doesn't have all these stickers on there. But it adds a little color. And there's the shop mascot, Eddie. Everybody say hi, Eddie. Hi, Eddie. So that concludes my 200th video. If you want to have fun, go back and watch my very first video. A lot has changed in this shop. And I have a lot of viewers to thank for the support since 2016. So this is MKE Gadgets. Thank you for viewing today's video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. Thanks, we'll see you tomorrow.